Hey guys, Yin Yang Kui here. I want to talk about smiling and how smiling has a lot of power. Now, the reason I'm really touching on this topic is something that I thought about when, I was thinking of myself as being a kid. I watched this really nice documentary about the big comfy couch, y'all, and I was just so nostalgic. And then I just started watching all these cartoons, and I was just like, oh my God. And I was just getting excited about, why I even wanted to be on TV, the things that I used to love, being a kid with my stuffed animals and like sitting them up and having conversations with them and all of that like beautiful stuff, right? But then, I thought about what kind of kid I was. And to be honest, y'all, I was one of those really like quiet kids. Now the thing is that I love talking, and I love talking to adults more than kids. That was my thing. I was like, I'll either talk to my books and my stuffed animals, or I'll talk to the adults, and I'm fine with life. I'll smile at them because I never really felt like I fit in. I was always like reading books and writing and just had my face like glued to the television, knowing every single commercial, right? And now I don't even really watch TV. Isn't that crazy? But, I was always told as a kid that, I smile a lot and I'm nice and, I'm pleasant and things like that. And, I just kind of like took it with a grain of salt. And, I just always respected my elders, and I always, was a very smiley person. Now, when I got older, there were things that I would hear as a teenager of fakeness. And the thing is that sometimes when people smile all the time, a lot of people are like, wait a minute, we need to watch out for that person because there's so much chaotic energy going on in the universe right now. Why is this person smiling and laughing about life? What's up with them? They're fake. And at the time, being young, I was always insulted by that and confused by that because I was always coming from a place of there's so much darkness and destruction and sadness in the world. And then I would just go and turn on the television, and I just kind of forgot about all my sadness, and all of that would make me muster up enough energy and courage to smile about my day, because so many people that I see on television, they deal with so many adversities and so much sadness, and they overcome. I've seen people in my life deal with so much sadness and they've overcome. But as I got a little bit older and really started getting into acting, having conversations about character analysis and breaking down the different parts of a character, breaking down a script and understanding why people make certain decisions, the psychology of it. And I always say that artists are like unlicensed psychologists, because like you really have to know human behavior to give on the best show that you can give on, and make sure that it's projected well. So I was realizing around, let's say, the age of 16, oh wow, am I coping? Is this a coping mechanism for me? Because when I really started getting into that craft, if I was having a bad day, it's like, well, at least I can go to this drama club meeting and I can get all this off of my chest. Well, at least I can write this, I can get this all off of my chest. I don't need to talk about anything. Not realizing that, hey, you're actually keeping a lot of things hidden, a lot of things inside of you. And so this brings me to, the real focal point of the video is that, you know, I feel like I've always personally been able to deal with my emotions in the way of just believing that everything will be okay, because I've always had parents that loved me and tell me, hey, you're strong and you can overcome anything. And I always appreciated that as a child. But sometimes even with our art, or even with things that are around us in our everyday lives, we can truly use that as coping mechanisms or as shields in order to be like, I'm fine, I'm okay, I don't need any help. When a lot of those times with being adolescent, I did have a lot of issues, and I always tried to cover them up. And, a lot of that can be detrimental to you as a human being. Because, you know, with having a finite body, with having, you know, blood and bones, sometimes we want to feel invincible. That's why superheroes or animation is so popular. We want to feel invincible, like we have an S on our chest and we can do anything. And that's just us having a resilience as a people. But we're not superhuman. We're human. And smiling and laughing is really medicinal. That's why they say laughter is the best medicine. It can really, really help people. The thing is that with me being self-analytical with my emotions and knowing when to say, hey, I messed up in this scenario, or hey, I wasn't wrong at all in this scenario, is a good thing that I have been able to do in my life, to be able to be like, okay, this didn't affect me the same way that this may affect somebody else. So if I can still muster up this smile throughout the day, then whoever catches the light or the happiness, this smile was made for them. Because you got to let people heal in their own time. Because I always thought as a kid, people are so angry, they're so frustrated. Oh my God, get away from me. Like you're kind of like messing up the happiness flow. Not realizing that people really are going through their own situations and people can't smile all the time. And maybe in a way that is being fake, you know? And I can see how that can be interpreted as that. And I feel like there's a lot of smiley people out there that can, you know, understand that. Like you feel so much joy after being through hell that you just want to keep on giving joy. And, you know, you don't have to turn yourself into a mean person or an awful person or meet fire with fire or all of these things just because some people haven't allowed themselves to heal yet. There's a lot of bullies in this world, and life can still feel like high school. And, you know, I'm a big old nerd, you know, but the thing is, with a smile, I know that I have the capabilities of being a head cheerleader, and that's just knowing my own beauty. But the thing is that life is in high school, and you got to be able to open yourself up to talk to people. But even me, I've been, you know, hoodwinked by the smile as well. You know, those guys, the smile. But, you know, we're all human, and sometimes we fall victim to even the quiet person that's like, I don't smile and I'm above all of this social media stuff and I have self-control and people out there, they're just stupid. Like even that can be deceitful. You know, that can be deceitful too. So really what I'm trying to say, because it kind of sounds a little bit jumbled, guys, and I apologize about that, is that there's power in smiling, and there's power in being assertive at the same time. That's the thing. You don't need to be just respected. You can be respected and loved. And there's so many things, so many ways that you can do that. And a lot of the culture makes it seem like you have to be this hardcore evil person that only cares about themselves. But that's not the case. You don't need to be that way. Your goal and your intention as an artist or as a being always, most of the time, is because you want to entertain people. So just remember why you got into this field in the first place. I'm talking to my artist friends out there mostly, because it's like sometimes we forget why we even wanted to speak to people, why we even was motivated by this stuff, and we get in our ego. Just remember that you are headstrong, you are beautiful, and there is still power in your smile, and that there is so much darkness in this world. But if you are one of those people that can look under the veil, go down those rabbit holes, come back out and still be like, wow, I'm unscathed, I'm alive, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So, you know, believe in your words, believe in your truth, believe in your honor. And who cares if people think that something like this is fake? Because you know your truth. But also make sure you don't use this to cope with life. Remember, go out there, ask people for help. You're not alone in this world. Power and laughter, power and joy. You guys have a good day. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Peace. Thank you so much for coming to my corner. My name is Yin Yang Kui. Here at this corner, you can get a lot of love, poetry, and motivational talks. I'm going to come up with an intro. I'm working on it. And I know that it's a little bit choppy right now because there's some real crazy spiritual warfare going on right now, guys. And I've seen some crazy stuff this year. But I won't be discouraged. I'm going to keep my head held high. And I'm happy that any of the videos that I've made that people have commented on my YouTube channel, thank you so, so much. I appreciate that. It gives me hope. It gives me joy. It makes me realize, okay, I am helping people no matter what the number is. So you guys be safe out there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Yin Yang Kui. Link in bio if you're watching this on my Instagram. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to me. It's going to get better and better. Have a good day. Bye.